All right, man. So I'm coming up on a segment right now of living in Atlanta. So you don't know, I'm a real estate broker, agent, investor. I live in Atlanta. I've lived in Atlanta for the last 25, close to like 26 years, right? Uh, Raised my kids in Atlanta, got married in Atlanta. I've seen Atlanta since 99. Some people have seen it a lot longer than me. I get it and I understand. But Atlanta has changed drastically since then. Okay. Um, when I came, networking in Atlanta was, I think, a lot more easier. What we're dealing with right now, networking in Atlanta can actually, to me, be a freaking scam. Okay. It's changed a lot since 99, 2000, those early times. Some people disagree. They're like, it hasn't. No, no, no. Okay. You're entitled to your opinion. I'm telling you from a 1999 and to now transplant that this shit is different. All right.
Congratulations. Well done.
Because we do have a bunch of people that came during whatever period of time. I don't know when. They could have came when I came in 99, but I didn't see it really take full force until like 2013, 2015, right on the heels of this whole mortgage epidemic. It seems like we got a bunch of people that relocated. They saw all the opportunities that Atlanta had to offer, and it wasn't just networking with you, it was what I can get from you at the same time. So I wanted to play this so you guys understand how to govern yourself when you come down here and you think you're going to network your way to the top. You have to be cautious of some things. I'm not saying networking is wrong, but there are a lot of people that you can learn from concerning networking in Atlanta.
To all my people that relocated to Atlanta, can y'all please give me some tips on what y'all did to network and meet new people in Atlanta to hang out with and go out with? I constantly stay in the house on the weekends because I have nobody to do anything with. Like, I've done so much by myself, I just stopped doing anything in general.
What
Mm,
about somebody who come into a
hold on. Before I even go to
nobody
that,
know?
homeboy, best thing he can do is to stay by himself and to build his business or to start building his business or work on his career or pivot from that place. And the right people will find you. And when they find you, your piece will register and let you know if you need to be doing business with them. And that should be your decision making when it comes to dealing with people in Atlanta. And don't be so quick because you don't have people around you. You don't have people to socialize with. Sometimes that's a good thing. Trust me. Sometimes, most of the time, that's a good thing. Most of the time.
Knows them. They come into a room. Everybody gonna be like, "Who is this dude? Does
Right,
anybody know this person?"
right.
Until somebody tells me they know this person, I don't trust them because you don't have no background on them.
Yeah.
You don't have anything, and that was my issue when I got here, trying to do business in Atlanta as an accountant in one of the most scammiest cities ever.
Yes.
And I'm selling financial assistance. I gotta get in your business to do your taxes, so you're not gonna turn over your social security number to anybody.
Yeah. Okay, so and that's it right there. So in Atlanta, like I said, it is better to be able to now navigate things by yourself and know that when you meet people, there's a lot of times where people are suffering and they want to get some shit out of you. Okay. So you gotta keep your wits upon you. Okay. You gotta be sharp. You gotta realize that everybody's not your friend. And you think that, I know I heard somebody in the comments said before, man, that's normal. People should always think like that. They should know. No, unfortunately, they don't. It's something about when you want people to be your friend. It's something about when you feel you need friends, and because you need friends, you're willing to put up with a lot of other shit. I'm telling you, it's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. It's not worth it at all. And one thing about this city, you will find good people because there are good people here, but you can't force that, and no networking event will actually bring it about, and nobody holds your business in their hands. Meeting one person won't open the door for you to have a ton of people. You should be focusing more on building good solid content, creating a great brand, and then at the same time improving your skills and learning how to promote yourself in the space. Promoting yourself will already attract people to you. And if your piece isn't there, if you're not someone that has a level of discernment, I keep using that word. I keep saying it. If you don't have a level of discernment, you will find out quickly that you'll be deceived. Okay. And I think that's the other part. Having that inward time by yourself is more important than any of that other stuff. Any of that other stuff.
You on network, Atlanta, a hot spot for networking, everybody working together and building up and shit like that.
It's
I
true.
don't like
Kinda
nobody
is.
genuine.
I think it's true
That
to
too,
a
huh?
certain extent, cause then it's like you run into the niggas and then y'all chop it up like, all right, so I'm gonna fuck with you too. We gonna lock in.
And you never talk to that nigga ever again.
That's
It's
casual.
different.
You got work, big bro.
No
You got-
cap, bro. That's how it was when I met Duke Dennis. I ain't on cap, bro. No offense though to Duke Dennis though, but I mean we chopped it up, whoop de whoop. But like after that, it was just
Cause he already got his shit. What he owe you? That's how
true. But like it was on some like
Yeah, it's like what you bringing to the table type.
it was like I was gonna pay the man. But still though, like
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, nigga, networking here is different because, it's big, but it's small at the same time. So you can meet somebody, then meet somebody else, and the whole time they know each other before you met them. But, like, I just feel like the networking part, like, when you first talk to somebody, if you don't follow up, then the relationship won't be, like, it ain't going to be too much substance in it.
they gonna move on.
Yeah, they will move on. And I'm gonna skip this one because there's one after this. Yeah, they'll move on. And so, but don't be pressed. Don't be pressed to actually build that connection. That's the biggest thing. Don't be pressed.
Somebody who lived in Atlanta for 8 years, I just want to give some feedback because I see a lot of people move to Atlanta. They expect it to be a one way, but then they get on here and they bash Atlanta just because it didn't go the way that they expected. You never ever want to move somewhere, first of all, without being prepared. I mean, having a couple of racks in the bank, you need to have a car that you've paid for, not one that you are paying a note on. You need to know people down there.
When I came, I bought the Dodge Dynasty that I had in Philly. I paid $1,000 for it, and the note was free. Now, granted, somebody slammed into me. Somebody wrecked my car on Godby Road in College Park. But guess what? It served its purpose. And even after that, it still served its purpose. But that's the deal. If you can come in and you make sure your stuff is paid, you won't have to deal with some of the drama.
Connections is very important in Atlanta. If you ain't got no connections, you ain't got no business going there. Because
Now, I said it before. Connections are big. Like, I've met people that don't look like me that have helped me in real estate projects in Atlanta, and I wouldn't have been able to get those projects done if I did not know them. But I didn't go out seeking for them. That's the thing. I was just doing business, and they came by me. It's about how you get these connections, and that you don't think that these connections guarantee or will even help you guarantee your success or are necessary for your success. That's a big thing.
you're going to run into some very sketchy ass people. And one thing about Atlanta got a lot of transplants. Most of the time, it don't even be the people that are born from there that are the problem. It be the transplants. It be the people that be from everywhere else. And you got to remember that a lot of people migrated there after Katrina. You also want to not go there looking for love. Atlanta don't love nobody. Atlanta love image. Okay? So that means that if you're either in a relationship right now or you're married right now, don't move to Atlanta, baby, because you'll end up being their divorce. Cheated on, beat it on, skeeted on, and disrespected, because it's a whole nother energy that will literally break up your relationship. And anybody can tell you that I'm not lying to you. Atlanta is a whole nother beast that is not meant for people who are trying to be in stable, healthy, happy relationships, unless you are already there and you've already went through the struggle.
I've seen guys come down here perfectly good. I mean, they came with their family. One guy, man, oh my God. He came, I think his wife, he had 2 children, his wife, and me and my wife befriended them through another connection. It was just at an event. Like you say, you just bump into people. My wife and her exchanged numbers, never really stayed in contact. Hey, here you go. Man, 2-3 years later, these guys had only been down in Atlanta 1 year. 2 to 3 years later, I think my wife saw her on Facebook or Instagram, and that's the thing. You know, of course, you meet somebody. What's your IG? Husband moved right back to the city they came from. No, let me take that back. The husband stayed here. She moved right back to the city they came from because he just couldn't keep his man in his pants. Guys, listen, when you come down here, this is 101. there's no deficit of women. If anything, you're probably is probably more women than men. It's definitely more women than men, even with the LGBTQ thing we got going on in this record high amount. There are still more women than men. That doesn't mean that you smashing all of them. Like, all of them ain't for you. Like, none of them, if you married, are for you. But if you're single, all of them ain't for you. Please, God is my witness. Focus on your business. Focus on your bag. Because you can come down here and you can come down here a father or two, and you could end up being a single man within 2-3 years, sometimes within the same year.
That Atlanta will bring your way. You need to already have a mindset of where you're going to live at. You need to already know that the rent is going to increase by $200 to $300 every year, okay? Which is why you need to circle back to having a couple of bands already set aside before you even move there, which is why you need to circle back to already having a car. Yes, the MARTA is okay. The MARTA may be smarter at sometimes, but as somebody who was on a MARTA for 4 years, it is not a guaranteed source of transportation. In fact, when COVID came, I had to literally deal with the fact that MARTA went from having almost 60 different buses to only having about 10. Networking is a plus, but also be known that everybody who said that they run a business, everybody who said that they can help you, they are not there for your best interest. A lot of people.
She 100% right about that. And just because they run a business, that doesn't mean that they've got to even proficient in it. Because people start stuff and end stuff down here like putting on damn pants. Oh, I'm doing with credit repair today. Okay, cool. 6 months later, no, I'm actually doing real estate today. Bro, I've been in business for 18 years in real estate. When I got married, I got my real estate license. So I'm going to tell you, I've seen credit repair people come and go. I've seen lenders come and go. I can count on my hands how many lenders I've known that's been in the business as long as I've been in the business. So I'm telling you, like I'm telling you, just be careful. Because everybody who says they have a business, they have a business. I've had money, thousands of dollars I've been scammed off before because somebody allegedly had a t-shirt business. They were allegedly a connoisseur of couture. Guys, trust me. And I would never trade Atlanta for no place right now, honestly. So don't look at it like I'm bashing the city. I'm just trying to give you game so, you don't come down here and get caught up.
People are only out to see what they could get from you. And a lot of people only stick by you when they see that they could get something from you. Because once it all falls, they gonna disappear like Casper. And that's real shit. And if you are an artist and you think that you about to go to Atlanta and you just about to take over? What? You can't take over that city, baby. Atlanta is very supportive of their own artists. In fact, I remember when T.I. got out of jail. He played that man's song 5 times in rotation. 5 times. 5. Okay? Atlanta, they will not let you take over their city. They rock what they own and they're going to rock hard with they own. So the best bet that you could do is get connected with an Atlanta-born native who's in the industry. Because thinking that you about to come down there from a whole nother city or a whole nother part of the country and you about to do some numbers, you got another thing coming, and that goes for any business. If you're thinking about moving to Atlanta, don't let these people tell you Atlanta is just this horrible, terrible place. It's really all about who you know and what you know. Face card is everything in Atlanta. So if your reputation is good, your money is good, your conversation is good, you're going to be good. Don't let these folks tell you something that they don't know about just because they went out there without understanding the politics of ATL.
And she nailed it, the politics of the ATL. That's true. It is the politics of the ATL. And if you don't know a person, there was another video earlier, and I realized I didn't even hit this point. People do, if you do meet someone and you want to try to find their reputation out, you want to. It wouldn't hurt. Now, nobody's perfect. I'm not going to say they're perfect. But at the same time, I truly believe you'll be able to tell. You'll be able to tell after you talk to them for a while. But that is a very, very big thing. You want to vet people. I've been in situations and it didn't work out dealing with people, and there wasn't an Atlanta native transplant. I didn't vet the person. We shared the same barber. I didn't say, hey, what do you think about this guy? I mean, We've shared the same places where we known people. I didn't say, hey, what you think about this guy or what you think about this girl. That is so important. And you will hear somebody say, oh, I lost 5K to him. I lost this to him. Now, granted, you do have a bunch of people that do stupid shit with their money. And so they're going to lose it regardless of if it was good or bad, if the person was good or bad. It doesn't matter. So you got to tread lightly with that, but it does help to vet people. If you can vet them, then yeah.
Okay.
Just saying. It does help.
Okay, if you want to be around straight men in Atlanta, you have to hang in the country or in the hood environments. Unfortunately, all the men in Buckhead and in Midtown and in the swanky things.
Woo! Shorty looks fly. Yeah, she look good. She look good. She look good. She just telling you facts upon facts upon facts.
In the city, the art events, the cultural things, all those places, unfortunately, that has been overtaken by DL men.
That weave is crazy, yo. You see that split? That ain't no cheap weave right there. I'm telling you, it ain't cheap. And they got some good people that do weaves down here. They got some good hair extension connoisseurs, practitioners. They do very good, very good. Shout out to my boy Lamarvelous, Barbers I Trust, Dallas, Georgia. He does the best man weave, the best hair transplant, the best cuts. Bronner brother, master barber. Hey, check him out. Barbers I Trust, Dallas, Georgia, if you're looking for a good cut, man. Because I'm looking at that weave and I'm like, damn. Woo. Whoever did her weave, they killed it. They killed it.
Don't ask me, ask your mom. And so that's why you'll see, like, in Atlanta, a lot of pretty women just with, like, hood or country men. That's because they're trying to make sure that they're straight. Because dating these swanky, artsy-fartsy city men who know all the restaurants and high-rises and rooftops, who graduated from Morehouse, you just can't detect, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just too close to proximity to being gay. And a lot of them are DL. I just went out last night and that's what it was. So girls, you just have to go out in the city for the girls. And if you're trying to find a lover, if you're trying to find a real man, you got to go to the outskirts. You got to go out the city. You got to go to the hood. You got to go to the country, out the way. And then you'll have a better chance of finding a straight man. Right.
Now, I can't say too much for the hood. I know I've met some really cool hood dudes down here, man. I can say about the country, yeah, I have seen quite a few eligible bachelors moving out of 285, moving to the south side. Matter of fact, one of my clients, a very eligible bachelor, cool dude, bought a house outside of the city when he moved here from Jersey. So it does happen. That's exactly where you want to be. They come into the city, a lot of us come into the city to do work, check out real estate. We may have some meetings, may even just be the 9-to-5 play, and then leaving out the city after happy hour, for example. But I have seen that more than often. The north end of the city, because they can buy houses in Alpharetta or Swanee or anywhere in those north Johns Creek areas, they'll move out there. The South Side, which is at one time a lot of people were like, "Oh, this is the South Side." I mean, you can find some great houses out there, and so they're moving out there because, of course, the land is cheaper. In many cases, you get a lot more than what you actually you get a lot more than what you pay for. You know, still, it's still economically better. Economically better. Now, as far as in the hood, I don't know about how many hood dudes. Now, I know one or two hood dudes that are very successful in business. Very cool cats. I met them, at my local ministry that I was attending. A couple local ministries that I attended, jumped back and forth about. And don't go there thinking that you're going to find some dude in church. That is not where you go to church for, even though it is still a great social scene. And I know some church people don't like that, but I don't care. If Jewish people can go to synagogues and network, why the hell can't Christian people go to church and network?
Congratulations. Well done.
So keep that in mind when you get out here too. that yeah, there is a cluster of people when you're in the city, and some of those guys in the city, man, what I tell you, when they just know too many restaurants and too many little smooth spots, you gotta question it. Now, there's a couple of guys that's not like that, but depends on what you're looking for. I'm just saying.
I was gonna move, but now I'm just gonna stay in Minnesota, bro. I don't even.
Boy,
this is our land now. Fuck you all.
Oh, okay. I threw that in at the end of it by accident, but is a fact, because we're going to transition over to talking about what's taking place on this Somalian side. Hey, guys, like, subscribe, follow more content. This is my Living in Atlanta series. I really just want to give you one-on-one training because nobody gave that to me, and I went through a lot of headaches and just crazy stuff, and I hope that what I know and what these people are sharing will help you navigate it, help you while you navigate in Atlanta, or if you're going to be moving to the city, at least your mind will be right, because it's all about having the right mind. That's all it is. Get your mind right, and you'll be successful no matter wherever you go, guys.